Chris Deru, KTN.
Now, former Prime Minister Raila Odinga was laid to rest at the Kang'o Jaramogi homestead in Bondo, Siaya County. Raila Odinga was laid to rest next to his father, the late Mzee Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. And as Jeff Kirui reports, the former Prime Minister was accorded a 17-gun salute and the ceremonial last post by the Kenya Defence Forces in a dignified military send-off. Take a listen.
It was an emotional day at the Kang'o Jaramogi homestead in Bondo, where the nation bid farewell to one of its most iconic sons. Former Prime Minister Raila Odinga was finally laid to rest, his casket lowered gently beside that of his father Mzee Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, in a burial that marked both an end and a legacy. A heavy silence blanketed the homestead as reality began to set in that the man who had shaped Kenya's political discourse for over 40 years was truly no more. Family, close friends and dignitaries gathered to pay their final respects to a man whose name became synonymous with the Kenya's pursuit of democracy and justice. In a moment of high military honor, Raila was accorded a 17-gun salute, each shot ringing out of 5-second intervals. A ceremonial farewell reserved for only the most distinguished of national figures, with the booming echoes carrying not just sound, but memory, sacrifice, and respect. During the state funeral service, leaders eulogized Raila not just as a political giant, but as a patriot who consistently placed country above personal ambition. President William Ruto offered a rare personal glimpse into their last interaction, a nod to the complex yet respectful bond the two leaders shared.
And we agreed with the former Prime Minister, and I told him without condition, I will do whatever he wanted me to do, especially to make sure that the sacrifices he had made for our nation, the contribution that he had made for our nation, we right any wrong that may have happened.
Former President Uhuru Kenyatta, who famously endorsed Raila in the 2022 general election, eulogized him as a fearless warrior for democracy, justice, and peace.
We shall miss you, Jacob. We shall miss you. We shall miss you as a friend, a brother, and a leader of this nation. We shall miss your insights. We shall miss your thoughtfulness. We shall miss your wisdom. And we shall miss your laughter.
Raila Odinga's running mate for two elections in the 2013 and the 2017 general elections, Kalonzo Musyoka, took the podium with a heavy heart, recalling Raila's steadfastness and unmatched spirit in the face of political adversity.
You know, we called you Joshua. We never got to Canaan. There were indeed crocodiles across the River Jordan, as we used to say. Lakini, I've seen in the printed program, you even paraphrase the late Martin Luther King. You've been to the mountaintop. You've seen the promised land. And you know you may never get there with us, but we have to get there on your behalf.
And even with Raila Odinga having been laid to rest, the country will continue to observe the 7 days of national mourning, flags flying half-mast till sunset of Tuesday next week. Jeff Kirui, KTN.